So now it's spring of 2019. We've decided we're doing our own program. We're going to do our own food products, supplements, etc. And we've decided on ShiftSetGo. So we, of course, buy the URL instantly. We have the trademark pending. That, by the way, takes like 1 to 2 years. We do have the trademark for it now, of course, but we're full speed ahead. So we have to figure out first all of the food and products. So I'm calling all kinds of manufacturers, figuring out how to do this, realizing that we're going to need a warehouse because we don't just order now the food that we need for each individual location. We need to order the minimums or more. So we're talking like pallets of one product. So we're going, oh my gosh, we're going to need a lot of space for this. Luckily, one of the multiple manufacturers that we ended up going with was able to do a little bit lower quantities because everything ended up in our garage. So we didn't know at the time, but we had nowhere to put it. So when it started to ship to us, I said, okay, let's just send it here. We'll figure it out because that's our motto. We're going to figure it out. It came in a semi, and they're all on pallets, and we had to get it down to our garage, which our driveway is like probably 200-foot sloped driveway. So we couldn't carry it down. Luckily, we have a pickup truck. So we put it all in the pickup truck, load after load after load after load, got it into the garage. So literally taking a pallet, unloading it all onto a pickup truck, putting it down, putting it all back together. I mean, totally not efficient at all, but it worked because we didn't have a warehouse. So that was the food side of it. Also continuing to work with all these manufacturers, figuring out what are we going to put it in. So we have to do all of our own box design. So the actual box of the product, like these are supplements, but like putting it into something, right? You have to brand it all. You actually have to buy UPC codes. So we did not know that at the time either. So putting it all together, we luckily found a fantastic box designer who was familiar also with all the FDA requirements. So we're not just making a box that we're going to put a light bulb in where you could do, I don't know, they might have regulations, but where you could put whatever you want on it. You have to be so specific when you're doing food. So luckily this box designer knew all of that, still had to go through quality assurance, make sure FDA would approve it, but just every day it was something new. Like, we have to do that too. We have to do that too. So dang it. So in addition to all the food stuff that we were working on and getting all that sorted out, we were also working on the program. So all the documentation, putting what our client's going to do to lose weight, how are they going to transition into maintenance, putting that all together. And that was a tremendous amount of work. So we had hired some experts for that, as well as we had pulled our team. So first we were like, okay, we have to tell our team that we're doing this. And I have to say, I mean, we always have amazing employees, but this season of the business, we had the most amazing employees. We still have a ton of them because we have a lot of longevity here. It was just like such an amazing thing to bring them together. We did an in-person training. We're like, hey, guess what we're going to do? They're like, yes, this is amazing. And we said, wonderful, because we now want all of your ideas to implement into this. So what are all the things that you've been frustrated about that you kind of had to patch together with what we were doing before to, really make it that client-centered program? What are the tools that your clients are going to need to do the best that they can do on this program and ultimately lose the weight and regain their health? So that was really fun to have a lot of coach input in it. It's still really great now too, because whenever someone has a suggestion, it's like, you can do that, or possibly, here's why we can't. But being able to implement all this stuff has just been so phenomenal. It's such a benefit to the clients. So over that time period, one thing that we really wanted to launch with this was what we call our resource guide. And I'm not kidding, it was like writing a book. This thing is probably, I don't even remember, I should have it memorized, but probably like 60 pages of just our program, of all the resources, of tools. It is like a client's Bible to this program. It has recipes. It is just amazing. I'm super proud of that. But we had to put that all together and then have a designer make it pretty, because it couldn't just be like, me, here you go in a Word document. No one wants to go through that and read it. Anyways, we do all this over the spring and fall, and we get ready because we are going to be launching it to our clinics at the end of November 2019. So we started with just one. We went in on a Sunday night. We're like, okay, Monday's the day we're launching this. brought all the new product in, switched out signage, our marketing stuff, our posters, brochures, things like that. These are all things we had to create that are now printed. They're ready to go. Just crossed our fingers. We're like, okay, I hope the clients love this.